Okay, balik po tayo. Alright, let's go back to there, Kuya Rene. Ano bang tingin mo? Alright, the attempt, for example, to charge Trillanes again, ang question ko naman ay isi-shift ko ng konti. Do not forget that that amnesty was concurred by Congress. In your understanding of the law, kaya ba ng Pangulo yan na basta't i-invalidate because of a missing document?
I doubt it dahil dokumentong desaparecido.
Oh.
In other words, for a cleaner, neater process, kung yun ay babawiin, dapat mag-conquer din ng Kongreso. At kung, kasi yung amnesty is really an attempt to reconcile the people. Kung meron mang insufficiency, give the parties a chance to correct whatever deficiency or insufficiency so that we can unite, we can reconcile. Pero ito so talaga madidivide tayo lalo.
Okay. Ano naman ang gagawin natin ngayon when ito, inamin ni Presidente, ayun nga nakakalungkot doon. Na nung tumakbo siyang Presidente, ang papeles na nakafile niya, tumatakbo siya as mayor sa COMELEC. Is that, ano yan? If we follow the reasoning of their quo warranto petitions, especially with CJ Sereno, and now itong sa Trillanes, is he liable for impeachment?
Well,
He did not follow
siguro kung nakikinig si Soljan Calida, di mag-file sa bukas ng petition for quo warranto.
Oo.
O dahil yun nga, parang city mayor yata o pasa yung...
Oo, Pasay. Hindi ko din maintindihan. Paano nangyari kaya? Pero hindi ko inaabala yung paano nangyari. Ang punto rito, yung papeles na sinabmit niya, mali.
Hindi lang mali, talagang grossly erroneous. And yet, nakalusot. And someone like Joe Calida, we could look up to file the appropriate
But
petition.
you're probably being so terribly unrealistic to expect him to file something like that against his
Dahil
against
naman,
his boss.
puro naman kapaka ng pansarili iniisip niya.
Oh. Okay, so dito natin nakikita na there are many more questions that need to be answered. And we can only hope that the courts take proper cognizance and judge fairly.
Well, I just came from visiting Sunny Trillanes ngayong hapon. And Ray Robles, a lawyer, told me that Judge Andres Soriano will hold a hearing on October 5 and is not in the meantime issuing any warrant of arrest. Kaya Sunny can go home tonight or tomorrow.
Well, dalawang kaso yan kasi.
Yung una nga
na-bail na siya.
nag-bail na. Itong pangalawa, non-bailable to coup d'etat Pero believe kami dito kay Judge Soriano because he will observe due process.
Yeah.
May hearing on October 5. So, titingnan natin kung...
Ano man tingin mo? Laro lang yan o tunay ba yan? In the sense na...
Well,
You're
kasi
hopeful.
si Judge Soriano, kasama ko sa faculty San Beda, kabatian, gano'n. And I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt that he will stand for the independence of the judiciary.
Okay.
So,
Let's hope.
Tignan natin.
Hope springs eternal. From 0916-736-1553, may mga pinalulutang na balita ang AFP na merong destabilization plot kay Presidente Duterte. And the yellows are behind it. What is your take on this?
Well, ang number one destabilizer, President Digong.
He's destabilizing himself.
His regime. Siya ang sasabihin na
Yun lang, ang nangyayari
kasalanan
dito,
ko lang EJK killings.
marunong lang magturo Ayaw naman umamin. Although ngayon, dinig natin. Ngayon, ito napakagulong question ito Inamin ngayon ni Presidente, sabi niya, kasalanan lang niya yung mga EJK. Ano ba ang konsekwensya nung aminin mo na ikaw ay lumabag sa batas at pumatay ka ng katakot-takot ng daming tao
Yan ay laban
and
sa batas.
hide behind what? Presidential power and privilege?
It's against the laws of God and man. Thou shalt not kill. Kaya yun even one extrajudicial killing is one killing too many.
What we're talking about is what? How many thousands?
Yun ang inadmit na medyo nahulog ako sa upuan dun Pero maaaring
Nung nabasa
kinabukasan.
mo,
Ayun nga, pero baka sabihin out of the 5 things na sinasabi daw, 2 lang ang totoo. Baka kasama yun doon sa 3 na comic relief Kaya baka bukas ibang sabihin, kayo naman, di na nabiro.
Sabi niya, hindi tunay yung pag-amin niya.
Well,
Bakit hindi mo masasabi, no?
Ayun ang di malaman kung serious front page or kung comic page yung mga ganong deklarasyon. Dahil,
You know, on such a serious matter, I cannot conceive that you will make a joke of it.
correct. In fact, si Ginoong Marcos, talagang what human rights violations. Pero ito, for a lawyer to admit na he was behind those extrajudicial killings can only be justified pag sinabing yun
But
nga.
actually, his words before, when it started this war, convict him. Siya nagsasabi, papatayin kita.
Well, talagang pag tinagang dinocument yan, even before he took power, so many self-incriminatory statements he has made. But this one is the most blatant.
Oo.
Na my only sin is killing people. Diyos me, thou shalt not kill. Talagang pag walang
Well, since he does not subscribe to the Bible and is called God stupid, what do you expect? So that means sa tingin niya, he has no moral liability. He only has what? A legal liability. When he calls sin, does that mean you think it's a sin against God, or is it strictly a violation of law?
Well, either way, talagang unang-una, such a very poor example sa kabataan na okay pala yung pumatay extrajudicially. And we don't want na yan ang pamana sa mga anak katapo natin. No?
Anong gagawin natin dito when he himself seems to have said, no, at least if I believe the newspapers, sabi niya, I will do whatever I want and nobody can stop me.
Well,
Meron bang in a democratic frame of mind, kanya merong checks and balances Lahat ng kapangyarihan mayroong limite.
yeah, check and
Walang
balance.
kapangyarihan na walang limite. And so if you want to try and manage a nation, you set an example of impunity.
Yeah, yan ang sinasabi ni Lord Acton na absolute power corrupts absolutely. Which we are saying now in our present. Talagang with impunity, all that I have seen again is in the case of extrajudicial killings. And we don't want that to be the lodestar by which we will go, particularly those who will follow us.
And yet, nakikita natin dito, we are not doing very much, for example, in stopping the supply from coming in.
Yan ang,
Lahat yan ang gagaling sa kundi sa China, sa Taiwan
yan ang isang pinaimbestigahan ni Sonny Trillanes At yun nga, yung anak pa pinagtaano ko kung merong tattoo. I mean, that's one thing. The other thing is, why does he not sign a bank waiver to disprove na the
Sabi niya, meron
Duterte
siyang
billions
40 million.
lang daw. Pero,
Lang daw. But even then, saan ang galing yung 40 million?
well, at saka yung mga balitan tanggap ng mga regalo from so and so, that is against Presidential Decree number 46 na Ginoong Marcos and against the Republic Act 6713 accepting gifts. Bawal yan except kung modest gifts on Christmas Day, birthdays.
O
Well,
yung walang ganong halaga.
Right. Yung
Kasi
talaga
it cannot be used to get yung mga token.
mga token.
Okay. From 0907-991-3672. Ang martial law noong panahon ni Marcos ay dahil sa katraiduran ni Ninoy at mga kakampi niyang mga oligarch po. Oh, wait a minute. Bago mo i-conclude yan ay propaganda. Kasi ang nangyari doon sa panahon ni Marcos, hindi ka pwedeng magsalita kontra sa kanya, talagang iduduro ka.
Sinabi ko lang na si Marcos super subversive in court, naging kasapi ako ng Batang City Jail.
Nakulong ka.
Nakulong. Ganun kahigpit na. At saka yun nga, ang problema noong 1972, 73 he would step down.
Yeah, in other words, the
May
motivation behind the martial law is to
Yeah.
prevent elections so he could continue to rule.
Dahil maimbestigahan na yung Jane Ryan, William Saunders account that they opened in the late 60s. Kaya nung pa lang, mandarambong na. Doon sa libro ni Thibaut Mijares sa Conjugal Dictatorship, yung mother ni Marcos, si Doña Josepa, was caught dealing in drugs in some public high school in
Ilocos.
Manila. Ang nakahuli, Telesforo Tenorio, who later became chief of police. At saka, yun nga, talagang magaling daw yung dahil nung panahon daw na yun, talagang walang wala ang mga Marcoses. Kaya nagda-drug dealing si Doña Josepa. Yan naman tatay, binitay ng mga gerilla dahil makapili.
Oo.
Kaya blood tells.
Oo. In other words, dito natin nakikita na the motivation for declaring martial law in those times of Marcos was motivated by the fact that his second term was ending and he was no longer eligible for re-election. And this was one of the ways that he decided or he chose, and then he faked the reason by that fake ambush na he claimed totoong nangyari na sinubukang ambushin si
Manong Jane.
Manong Johnny. And dito natin nakikita na when you want to gain absolute control of a nation, what you do is you are the one that prepares the conditions that will enable you to declare a martial law or to declare a tyranny, what I call a tyranny coup over the nation, by manufacturing all of this. And this is where we see some people are saying, so the question that I need to ask you is, are we under a regime of tyranny? Kasi ngayon, lahat ng hindi nagsasabi or kontra sa ginagawa niya, o meron sasabihin doon, ngayon ipinagsasama-sama through fake news na sila daw ay isang grupo, which of course is not true. That means, pag ikaw ay nagsabi ng isang bagay na kontra, ay dilawan ka. You know, it is an old trick to create a straw man, tapos yun ang iyong babarilin ngayon at mamasingganin mo.
Yeah.
Lumang tugtugin na yung paraan na yan,
Ako, admittedly, I'm dilawan and very proud of it. Pero hindi lang kami ang pumupuna sa mga kamalian ng pamahalaan. But ako, personally, I've repeated this again and again. I want Digong to succeed because his success is yours and mine.
Correct.
His failure is yours and mine. Kaya I hope he changes. May kasabihan na good people change themselves. Better people change the system. The best ones change themselves. Kaya sana magbago si Digong, huwag niya nang pagmalaki yung extrajudicial killing dahil yan suway sa utos ng Diyos at utos ng tao. Pero kung gano'n na, ang presidente may only sin is extrajudicial killing. Anong klase?
Wala namang maniniwala na yun lang ang kasalanan niya. Yun ang problema. But we have to pause for a few reminders. Babalik po tayo.